says Halacha Yomi. We're up to page 375. Baruch Hashem, the books came, so whoever wants can pick up from Bet Gavriel a copy. 58. One should not pray Mussaf before the 7th hour of the day. But the Avad, if he didn't pray Mussaf yet, he could pray all the way till Shkia. 59. If someone forgot to pray Shahrit, and it's already Chatzot, he may not pray Mussaf twice to make up for the missing Shahrit, because it's considered for what? It's considered Mussaf is not available for Tashlumin. It's not the same mivne. It's not the same build-up that is 19 blessings of Shemona Esrei. It's a different one, so therefore it's not going to be able to be applicable. Let's see. 60. One who forgot to pray Shachrit and Mussaf should first pray Minha, and then pray Mussaf, and then pray regular Shemona Esrei for missing Shachrit. So you got to take care of all your obligations first, and then you go back to do what you missed. 61. If one accidentally prayed Shachrit again instead of praying Mussaf, funny guy, he has not obligated his obligation. He's not fulfilled his obligation on Mussaf, even if he mentioned Rosh Chodesh. Okay, one who forgot to pray Mussaf cannot make it up by saying 2 arvits. During Kedusha or on of Mussaf, one should say V'amecha Yisrael kevutzei mata, and not Imamecha Yisrael, like you do on Shabbat. It's a separate one during the day. On a leap year, one should add the words Ulechaparat Pesha in Mussaf until the 2nd Rosh Chodesh Adar. But after Rosh Chodesh Nisan and onwards, you skip it. If one accidentally skipped these words before Rosh Chodesh Nisan, he still fulfilled the mitzvah. 65. The custom is that on Rosh Chodesh we take off tefillin before Mussaf, right? Before Mussaf, right after the Kaddish. 66. One should not remove his tefillin until the end of Kaddish before Mussaf. Some people, they want to be, faster, and they want to go and do it before. It's not right. You should hear the Kaddish with the tefillin, and then take it off. What's the reason we don't wear tefillin on Rosh Chodesh? We're on page 376 in volume 2. So, over here the footnote says, it's because we say keter in the Mussaf. Keter itenu lecha. Hashem, we give you the crown. How do you say crown in Russian?
Corona.
Corona. We give Hashem the corona.
This is crowns.
Yes. So, tefillin, toja corona, is also a crown. It's not appropriate to say, Hashem, we give you the crown while we're wearing the crown. So therefore we got to take it off, and then we can say the keter. They also say, the Levush says, and Rosh Chodesh to give extra korban. It will be Yom Tov. Yom Tov, we don't wear tefillin. Okay. 67. Halacha 67. It is preferable not to wrap one's tefillin after taking them off, since he should immediately start Amidah Mussaf. What do people do? They take it off and they start wrapping. You shouldn't do that. You should take it off and put it down and wrap it later. 68. According to the Kabbalists, after one has prayed Mussaf, he should no longer wear tefillin that day, even if one generally learns Torah after praying with his tefillin on. You hear this? So, once you take it off, that's it. You already went into the keter state of the day. In this keter state, Hashem's the keter the rest of the day. We don't wear the tefillin the rest of the day. Or, we said keter, it's already Yom Tov. So the rest of the day, Yom Tov, you can't wear tefillin.
The person that prays Minha and he puts on, he's allowed to do it or not?
Good question. That's a very good question. Look at this. 69. Let's say I usually wear Rebbeinu Tam separate. Let's say a person does. So when does he switch? He switches after Amidah usually, or after, let's say he switches usually after Shachrit. After the end of all the prayers, he switches. And he puts it on, and he says Shema, right? If one generally wears Rebbeinu Tam tefillin, he should wear them before praying Mussaf. He should switch them before Kriyat Torah. However, if he didn't have enough time before Mussaf, so then he's allowed to do it even after Mussaf. So you shouldn't miss out on this mitzvah because of this Kabbalistic thing. From the letter of the law, you're allowed to wear tefillin after Mussaf or Rosh Chodesh. It's not asur. It's just, according to Kabbalah, it's not right. There's a famous argument. What do we do when Kabbalah argues with the Pshat? Rav Ovadia always used to say, Alav Shalom, you go with the Pshat. We're not Kabbalists. Are we Kabbalists? We do every single thing according to Kabbalah. According to Kabbalah, you can't eat meat during the week, only Shabbat. If you want to be on those levels, according to Kabbalah, there's a lot of things we should be keeping. But okay, we try to keep what we can keep. But at the end of the day, if we have a need, and according to Pshat it's Mutar, and according to Kabbalah it's Asur, okay, so we're allowed to follow the Pshat. But interesting, the Yomi Vilna used to say that whenever there's a mahloket Pshat in Kabbalah, it can't be. How could it be? It's one Torah. How could it be? This says Asur, this is allowed. Must be you didn't understand the Pshat, or you didn't understand the Kabbalah. Either one of them, something you misunderstood. How can it be one says Asur, one says Mutar? Everything is connected. So it's interesting mahloket. But Ravadia says, if it's Pshat, it says Mutar, Mutar. And if you're a Kabbalist, then that's when you should be worried about if it says Asur. Okay, 70. Even though there's a custom for a father who's giving his son a Brit Milad to put tefillin, he should not do so on Rosh Chodesh. After he prayed Mussaf, he should only wear talit. There's a question, are you allowed to wear tefillin in general by a Brit? Because the Sadak, can he wear tefillin because he's going to be in front of the baby's Brit? Maybe it's not appropriate to be wearing tefillin. But minhag, we see a lot of people wear tefillin. They wear tefillin. 71. If one realizes that he forgot to take off his tefillin while praying Mussaf, he should move them out of the place. And he should cover his arm. Or he should move them out of the place or cover them. If he only realizes after you finish praying, you don't have to pray Mussaf again. Let's say you're at home, right? The guy didn't pray in Minyan, he prayed at home. So he prayed Mussaf with his tefillin on. So you should know he doesn't have to go back and pray Mussaf again. And if he remembered in the middle of Amidah, you should move it to the side. Or sometimes you have people like this, pray in Mussaf in the shul with the tefillin. They don't know this halacha. You gotta remind them. After the Kaddish, we remove the tefillin. Charzat Hashatz, during Kedusha of Keter, Mussaf, Keter is recited. Some communities have them accustomed to skip Chazarat Hashatz and Mussaf. They recite until Kedusha out loud, then everyone continues silently. Preferably, you should not pray in such a minyan. If there's another minyan, they will be saying complete Chazarat Hashatz. You know what they do? They do half Kedusha. They start Hashem Sotai Tiftach, they go all the way up to Keter, and after that, they continue everybody quietly. That way they don't have to do repetition. Why? Mussaf is long prayers, Rosh Chodesh is long prayers.
This is the Yisur.
Rapidos. Right? But people are praying early, they have time. You're not allowed to do this. You shouldn't do this. According to the Rizal, Chazarat Hashatz is when the prayers go up, and you're skipping this part. What do we gain? What is this? Obligation of women. 74 women are exempt from praying Mussaf on Rosh Chodesh. However, it's praiseworthy for them to hear Chazarat Hashatz. Okay. Good. Ya'aleh v'yavo. In Rosh Chodesh, Ya'aleh v'yavo is recited in Birkat HaMazon. However, somebody who forgot to say it does not have to repeat Birkat HaMazon. 76. One who realized that he forgot to say Ya'aleh v'yavo before he said Bracha Bonei Yerushalayim, so you should go back and say Ya'aleh v'yavo. If one already said Baruch Atah Hashem, you say Amdenu Chokecha. Say go back to Ya'aleh v'yavo. Regarding this halacha, it doesn't make a difference day or night. If you remembered your bracha, you missed Ya'aleh v'yavo before starting Atov Metiv, so you finished Bonei Yerushalayim, but you didn't start the next bracha. There's a special bracha you could stick in the middle. It's called Baruch Shenatan Rosh Chodeshim L'Amo Yisrael L'Amo Yisrael L'Zikaron. Yeah, you have a Siddur? I'll show it to you. Yeah. Okay, pass the Siddur. Pass. Thank you. So here in Birkat HaMazon, Birkat HaMazon. Where's Birkat HaMazon here? After Arvit? Shabbat? Yeah, I found it. So over here, you have V'Tevnei Yerushalayim, Baruch Atah Hashem, Bonei Yerushalayim. Let's say you didn't start this yet.
Okay.
And you remember you didn't say Ya'aleh v'yavo. So now you can say this. You can say Baruch Shenatan Rosh Chodeshim L'Amo Yisrael L'Zikaron. And that's it. And now it's considered you were mentioned Ya'aleh v'yavo. Okay. 78. One who accidentally recited V'ateh Barach Hamecha Rabim and finished the bracha Baruch Atah Hamachazeh Shechinato L'Tzion, like one who does in the Shemona Esrei, instead of continuing where the V'tivneh, one must return to the beginning of Birkat HaMazon. 79. If one prayed Arvit Motzei Rosh Chodesh after Plag Mincha, he does not answer Ya'aleh v'yavo Birkat HaMazon, even if he finishes meal before Shkia. Hear this, if you pray Arvit and you made a meal, so over there you already took out Rosh Chodesh. So therefore, you don't say Yarei V'Yavo and the Birkat Hamazon, even though you started your meal before Shkia. Finally, one who accidentally inserted Yarei V'Yavo and Birkat Hamazon on a day that's not Rosh Chodesh does not repeat on Birkat Hamazon again. Sometimes you have this. Sometimes a guy prayed Birkat Hamazon, he says Yarei V'Yavo. They told him it's not Rosh Chodesh. He said, oh, he fulfilled the mitzvah of Birkat Hamazon. Oh, so we're gonna see. 1 second. Baruch Amen.